Hello, everybody, and welcome to the EGM Round Table. I am your host, Mike, and of course, Joe is here. Albert is here. Welcome to the show, guys. This is the third time we've tried this fiasco of a show, and I feel bad, Albert, because you keep trying to do this. I don't know, this game show thing that you have, this idea that you have, and we keep not getting people to want to come on with us because we're such losers or whatever. But someday that'll happen.
Our planning skills pretty low on the totem pole. It's not like we've put a ton of effort into getting that set up.
Well, to be honest, that's how the network just works. It's just piss poor planning all the time, every time. But
if you it'll be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, Vader's girl. If you look at the radar on the screen here, I'm bringing this up because Joe and I are in this area of like
doom, impending doom.
Yes, although it looks like it's weakening as it comes into Rhode Island here, but and Albert has some storms where he is, but it doesn't look too bad. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that in case I get cut out and the whole thing goes to crap. This is why, or Albert just pulled the plug anyway. It's one of those things. Albert hacked, pulled the plug, says I'm not doing this, that type of thing. Yeah, but anyway,
it could happen.
Yes,
it could happen. I've seen Albert do some crazy shit.
Well, he left. What was it? Was it episode 1 or 2? It was episode 1 where he just kind of left at the end.
Yeah, he just bailed.
Yeah, like yeah. I got worried. I'm like, did we piss him off or something? Which is very possible. I mean,
I don't ever want to be on Albert's bad side. I've seen it.
I've seen that
in
Chicago. No. In Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
Seriously, that was. I get a little scared, Albert. And I was next to you. I was a little worried. I'm like, he's gonna knife me or something. I don't know. He was very upset.
Albert wants this to go away. He never wants to hear.
Yeah, he's like, again. Don't you talk about my dark side? All right. Well, first thing we got on our agenda here. This is something that we kind of planned, and this was something that happened the other night that I don't know. I was just baffled by this and shocked that I saw this, and we're going to talk about this right here. Let me just blow this up right here. And I couldn't get like the picture on a website or anything.
What
but
in the world is
yes, this is Joe in his cowboy hat playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And I can't
you gotta
talk.
fit the part.
Well, you did say that during your stream. I just wasn't expecting you to be playing a character like that. Here we go. I mean, it is.
It out. Look at that.
I mean,
no sleeves and a cowboy hat.
I know
he's damn right. Look, it's actually even. I
don't
know if you can see this. It's a Stetson too.
Oh, whoa!
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
Wow. Did you go to Texas for that, or what's going on?
What's the background on that?
That's a Carroll Shelby signature edition Stetson, and I'm like a big Mustang Ford Shelby kind of guy. Always was. Yeah. So. Well, so I have
sense.
that.
So how did you get it though? Did you just buy it?
It was a Christmas present like years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, how often do you wear the hat?
Almost never. Almost never.
Only with Red Dead Redemption. I can't say Red Dead Redemption 2.
You can't. You can't talk ever.
That is true. That's very accurate.
Wait. Let's first off. Are you drinking tonight? Because it's going to just only progressively get worse here. If that's
yes, I am.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah, but I'm only having one because I have to get up early. early.
We'll address that as the night goes.
No. I'm going to be responsible. Don't try to be bad, Joe. Don't do that to me.
Listen, I've only got one kind of influence, and it's bad. So,
well, that is true. That is true. All right. Well, I guess. So, Joe, what made you decide to put the hat on? Is this like, ooh, I can wear this hat. I finally have a moment where I can wear this hat. What's going on? Is that what happened? Or
well, I was playing a cowboy game, and
obviously,
I am quarantine bored like a motherfucker. So the hat and shirt came out just to. I don't know. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well,
right?
I just, I mean, when you play other games, you put like for Cyberpunk, are you going to put like an outfit on, or what are you going to do? You're going to put like some probes in you or something? I don't know.
I'm gonna put on one of those skin tight morph suits for Cyberpunk.
Oh boy, Albert, are you going to play Cyberpunk?
I'd love to. I've got a PC that's probably capable of doing it. Well, so I'm running on a Mac, right? And if I can. I've got it set to dual boot to Windows and that sort of thing. But if I really need to, I've got a Windows PC that I can use as well. So, yes, the short answer is yes. I've been watching it, been following it. My pre-order has been in. I mean, God, ever since they even allowed that thing to be pre-ordered. So, I'm really looking forward to it.
I don't know if I want to do PS4 or if I want to try the computer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna do it on PC. I'm gonna do it on PC. Yeah.
Only because those graphics are gonna look amazing on a PC, and they'll be look all right on
especially
PlayStation.
with like ray tracing and everything. That's gonna look really cool.
Yes.
So I might do that. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, so I got a new Death Ride, guys.
Yeah, we saw that.
And Joe keeps talking about where's his.
Yeah, where's mine? I thought we were gonna do like a YouTube thing out of this, and you were gonna supply me with the bike, and then we could make adventure videos.
We could.
It's a write-off.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, this is the one I got here, the Z1 here. This crazy thing. Let me get
so what is this? Is it an electric bike? Is it?
Yeah, it's an electric bike, and I got the blue one here. This one right here.
What's the top speed?
20 miles an hour. 25 going downhill. Just so you know.
I sent him a link to like I don't remember the brand now. It's like a scooter. It's like a Razor scooter looking scooter, but it's got a top speed of 53 miles an hour and a range of like 60 miles. Absolute death trap, and I want it so bad.
Maybe Albert will go with this one. This is the soccer team one. I don't know.
Which soccer team?
I don't know. PSG. Does that sound familiar? I don't know.
Yeah, it is PSG. They're
you don't.
Team.
Oh, you could. Oh man, you could hear the disdain in his voice.
I know. I mean, geez,
get that shit out of here.
Screw those guys.
All right. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to cause a little bit. Here comes the dark side of Albert here. So yeah. But anyway, I got this. It's fun. I admit it's pretty fun. Joe, I wish maybe I'll get down to Connecticut at some point when the quarantine ends. And you can ride around and you can live out your YouTube dream. Yeah, we'll give you Albert. You want to share that? Is that what you want to do?
Well, this is what I think of every time I see this picture of you on the bike, and
that's about accurate. Yeah.
So I don't. Is this you? Like I can imagine this is what you would look like on that thing going 20 miles an hour, full speed ahead.
No. I probably look worse than that, to be honest. But I do kind of look like that. I can see the resemblance. Yeah. But yeah,
now, if they had one that looked like that, I would probably be pretty interested in that bike.
Well, here's the thing: I was originally going to buy one of those street cruisers, right? The California cruiser type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just wanted to the problem is I'm bored at home like everybody else, so I'm like, all right, well, I got a lot of hills around here. I don't want to go up the hill. Like the California cruiser's like meant to just cruise around. I'm like, I'm too lazy to just put. And in the old days, I used to freestyle.
First world problem. I want to ride a bike, but I don't want to go uphill.
Exactly. Well, listen. In the old days, I used to do a lot of BMX and freestyle and vert riding and everything. And I don't want to kill myself anymore. I've already done that with the skateboard. So I'm just like,
Mike, have you heard of exercise, Mike?
Yeah, well, that's a lot of work. What were you going to say, Albert?
I said, did you hang up the skateboard? What's going on?
No,
videos or any of that.
No, I'll get back to that. I'm putting new wheels on, but I stripped one of the screws because I'm an idiot. So I got to fix that. It's a simple fix. I just haven't done it yet because of the winter. And now I get the bike, and I prefer the bike. The bike's much more fun, so that's why. So anyway, I recommend Super 73. It's pretty cool. It's fun.
Is that the price? $2,000?
Oh yeah, it's pricey. But see, you can do the payment plan thing, which is what I did. So I went with that option. I wasn't going to just throw it all out at once. That's crazy. I got other things to buy that I shouldn't be buying.
It's not real money if it's on a plan.
Exactly. I don't, once a month I give.
You're not really paying for it if it's
exactly
later money.
Well, this is the one I want right here.
Yeah, the R series looks pretty nice.
This one right here. I think it's this one. Yeah, the RX. That's the one I like.
There's
that one's good dual.
There's not a ton of difference between the R and the RX. I don't know if it justifies the price. It's like lights.
It's lights and it's I think it's lights in the shocks. One has no, they're the same.
Yeah, it's basically lights, and then one of them has adjustable suspension, and the other one has fixed.
Yeah, then there's the S series here. This is the one I'd like to get because now they got the extension that goes on the back, so you can have like a little thing to carry things, but.
You have to have a license for this to ride it?
No. There are others. Now there's loosey goosey laws, to be honest. But these are like a class 2 thing, so you can go on bike trails. But there are others that like that R series, and even this one. I think you have after you go out of mode 2, you get into 3 and 4. You're kind of getting in the realm of
pushing your luck. You're pushing your luck for sure.
Yeah, like moped kind of speed, and it's like
So like 25 miles an hour?
Oh, no. Oh, it's like 28, 29, 30.
Some of these, depending on the company, some get like 40 or 50 miles an hour on some of them.
Yeah. There's one that does 60, and I'd like to get that, but that's like that's you better off getting a moped or a motorcycle, to be honest.
Yeah.
At that point. But anyway, we'll move on. We got to move on to the other hot topic. What is this, Albert? Do you want to share this or something?
What's that? No, I got nothing to share right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I was just checking before you. All right.
Here,
so
let's stop my share. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. Well, no, you could leave it there. I'll click on it when you want me to. Let's talk about the big overhyped thing, the Murder Hornets. I'm interested in your thoughts on the
man.
Overhyped.
I saw a video. I should have pulled it up because but I wasn't thinking. I saw a video on YouTube of a praying mantis catching one of these murder hornets and eating its head from while it was alive.
Yep.
From behind, it just like pinned it between its pincers and ate the head from like the back of the bee's head. Praying mantises are gnarly. Also, I don't really care about murder hornets at all.
No, well, I mean they're overrated. Albert, what are your thoughts?
Scary thing.
No, it's not even scary because they're not gonna be here. But anyway, Albert, what
I see what you did there. Be here. Good.
I wasn't planning that, but are you spelling my name correctly though, Albert? Rondo or Rondu?
Yeah, are you a Rondo or a Rondo not?
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about these things. It seems like every year there is a new like plague or famine or locusts or something about to kill us all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't even seen these guys. So
no. Well, there's a guy that I forget his name. He's on YouTube and he gets stung by everything. There's one that's worse than this. It's called the what was it called? The executioner wasp. You don't want to get stung by that. That's worse. But this thing here, he's like, it's not even going to colonize. It probably came over on a tanker or whatever, one of the cargo ships, and died soon after that. So, but everyone, that's
they're not known to be aggressive to people. They're like, even if they did spread, the big concern wouldn't be like to you, it would be to the honeybee population.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah,
and that could be an issue, but.
That's why we don't pray mantis, man.
Like I said, it's a thing. It's a new thing every year. I mean, honestly, this year it feels like there's a new thing every month. But it is where it is. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
No, I mean, well, that's the thing. But the media likes to. It's like fair porn. Like,
that's
we're gonna scare.
Job. They're all click based.
I know.
It's called sensationalism. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Which is what we're going to start doing right
Absolutely.
now. No. Well, here's the thing, with the pandemic and everything, you think about things, and I asked my wife this the other day, and I even posted something on my Facebook, because everyone's all, with the pandemic and everything, and I'm like saying, didn't we have Zika last year? Wasn't that the thing? Over the summer, we had Zika, or was that the summer before? I can't remember when the Zika virus was, either the year before or it was the last summer. I can't remember. But I'm saying to myself, well, we got the mosquitoes coming next, so I mean, you should fear them more than the murder hornet, if anything else, because they carry more disease and everything else.
Yeah, I have no idea when I can't. My timeline of like months and years behind me at this point is so messed up now. I have no idea. But the Zika thing was a thing, and it was like the malaria thing was a thing, and like it seems to be mosquitoes a lot.
Yeah, but I thought that was, well, Triple E is another one. We always get that. Yeah. But I thought Zika was last year. I can't remember. I'm old. I don't remember these things, I guess. But I know it was relatively soon. So anyway, I just figured I'd bring up the murder hornets because everybody else was. So, we're just being sensationalized like everybody else. And we'll just go with that. So
gotta jump on board.
Oh, of course.
Everyone else is doing it.
Yes, exactly. But all right, well, let's get into more video game stuff just to lighten it up again, which is, and I meant to, I should have brought this up when we were talking about it at the top of the show with Cyberpunk and everything. But this here, I imagine you guys watched the Unreal Engine 5 demo there. Albert, I don't know if you got to see this at all.
I saw the whole thing like several times. You should run that while we're talking about it, by the way.
I will do that, sir.
And go into theater mode.
Oh, yes, sir. Is that better for
you?
There
we go. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
there you go. Look at you taking notes on the fly, Mike. I didn't know an old dog learned new tricks.
There we go. I could do that. I can even do this if you want.
Oh,
we can.
Yeah.
I
just thought it's crazy. So they're showing you all the number of triangles on that right there.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane, or unreal, right? I guess.
Yeah.
But
look at that detail.
Unreal, yeah.
That is just, it's like a real photo. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think the thing to manage expectations a little on this is that they're talking about AK textures here, running on PS5 hardware, but this is not necessarily in-game or representative of what you'll actually see when you play. This is like what Unreal Engine 5 is capable of. Yeah. When next gen consoles launch later this year, games are not going to suddenly look like this.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it is crazy how good this looks, and the idea that this is like we're on the edge of this, like we're coming into this territory now, is super exciting. Some of the lighting in this is like really what grabbed me. It's amazing.
Yeah, and the sound. Well, what I thought about this, Albert, and this pertains to The Mandalorian, is because I believe they use the Unreal Engine. I'm not sure for certain things, and I kept thinking because like this looks like a movie. I mean, it just and you're like, all right, so we're blurring the line now of what is what, so you won't even be able to. You're getting to the point, but like within, I would say the next decade, where you're not going to be able to. I mean, this looks pretty darn.
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's still the faces. Faces are still the thing that are tip offs.
The lips,
but but even that is getting way better. It's crazy. Like some of this, like just like the light scattering in these scenes is really impressive.
Well, even the water and the ripples and everything, it's just amazing. Actually, this game looked like it would be a pretty cool game. I know everyone said, "Oh, it's just like a Lara Croft game or whatever," but it's still
it's interesting. I think they said something that this was like a tech demo. This isn't necessarily even actually from a game.
This
just a thing.
Yeah.
But
and these aren't new. I mean, these have been around since the PS1. They've done demos like this, tech demos to kind of show off what it's capable of doing, right? Theoretically, and you're right. Game launches, they don't usually look like this. It's usually not till like they get into like year 1, year 2, when they've had some really good experience with the hardware and programming, that they can start milking the engine this way, or the processor and the PS5 and all that. So I don't think we'll ever get to this, but probably get pretty close. To think about where games are now with like on the PS4 and what we saw when it initially launched, it's come a long way.
Yeah, I think the games coming out now just finally look pretty close to what the PS4 tech demos looked like. And we're at end of life, right? So I think usually when you see these like amazing tech demos, it gives you an idea of what we'll see probably 4 years or so from now, 4 or 5 years from now. But we will still see a pretty good uptick. Like I said, when this launched, we were talking about it in the Discord. The thing that I am still most excited for with the PS5, especially, because this is Unreal Engine 5. This is what it's going to look like. Most likely, the Xbox Series X will actually be a hair more powerful horsepower-wise than the PS5, so it will be able to do this too. But the thing the PS5 has is like drastically faster internal storage, even than the Series X. And I am looking forward to like the PS5 internal storage is a little over 100 times faster than the PS4 internal storage. And the idea of like not just no load times, but you're now fast enough where the internal storage reads and writes at like RAM speed, so you can pull assets on the fly from storage without having to render the entire world all the time, which means you could have some really impressive, really detailed stuff without having huge render overhead. So I think we're going to see some really crazy stuff.
Are we all getting PS5s here? Everybody?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to be in the PS5 camp. Like I do not have anything against the Xbox camp, but as somebody with a well-powered gaming PC, it doesn't make sense to me. All the Xbox exclusives go to Windows also through like the Game Pass for PC or Xbox on PC. They've made that kind of a ecosystem, not just a platform, not just a console. Whereas if I want to play the PlayStation exclusives, I have to play them on the PlayStation. So if I buy a PS5, I can play everything. So it just makes more sense that way.
Yeah, it kind of sucks the life out of it if you without that exclusivity, that true exclusivity, kind of sucks the life out of having it. But I mean, I guess it's a good compromise, right? If somebody didn't want to have a computer and have to sit in front of a desk all day and want to just sit on the couch and play the same games,
oh for sure,
it's all good. But yeah, I'm with you too. I mean, I don't. This is a war as old as time itself, right? Console wars. Which is better? Nintendo versus Sega, and then it was Nintendo versus
the players change, but
PlayStation.
the war stays the same.
It stays the same. It's been forever. So
yeah, I was the Sega guy myself, but um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the PS5. I'm just kind of loyal to that. I've had an Xbox before, and it was fine. I don't, like you, Joe. I don't have a. They're basically. Well, I don't know. I prefer the PS4, I guess. But that's just me. I mean, I don't have a problem with Xbox. If you like it, you like it. I don't see the whole point of making a big thing. But that's how we all, fans got to argue over stupid things all the time, right?
Yeah,
So.
we tease. We do all the teasing and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
It is what it is, yeah.
They do the same thing at the end of the day, really. I mean, well, maybe not, but it is what it is. So
they're both going to have their strengths. They're both going to be. That's the other thing too, is that consoles, I feel like, were considerably more different in the past, whereas now they're all Intel chip based or AMD chip based, basically computers running, customized.
Yep.
Basically PC engine, PC style video cards, whatever. They're not all that different anymore. It's really just the color and the exclusive games. They're pretty close on horsepower. They're, there's not huge platform differences. So,
yeah, I mean, that used to be the same thing when I mentioned, I think on this show, at one point, I was the district manager for a local video game chain. We sold video games, and people would come in all the time and say, hey, I don't know what I need to buy. Should I be buying Sega? Should I buy Nintendo? And if you were smart and you were doing the customer service, you would just tell them, look, find the games. Look at the games, figure out what games you like, and buy based on the games. Don't necessarily buy on the hardware. What's going on there?
That's
like a duck noise.
Yeah, no, I thought he was pulling like a laugh track on me earlier. I was
trying to do it quiet, and I reached away, but it's just the cork's a little loud.
Yes. All right, see, I'm going for a little bit more myself.
Good man.
A little bit more. I'm not going for much, just a little.
What are you pouring over there, Mike?
I'll discuss that later. All right, there we go. I'll bring it up later. But anyway, Albert, let's get into your topic, sir. Do you have a topic?
Well, I do actually.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that.
Hold on here. I'll tell you. I'll share my screen here in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
very good.
I've been kind of saving this.
Ooh.
And we may talk about this here on another show.
Oh, will
yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, look at all three of us here.
Yeah. Hey,
this is cute. Look at us.
Yeah, we're adorable.
I need to trim my facial hair, man. I'm looking like.
Look at me. I look like a. All right, I'm sharing the screen, Albert. There we go. What do we got?
Look at this. Mando news.
Whoa, this is fancy.
We're going to talk about Mando news. All right, let's talk
about... All right, wait, I'm good with that. I'm good with... Yeah, you know me. Let's do it, dude.
Season 2.
Let's do it.
Coming October 2020.
Good month, by the way.
What do you guys think about that? Why? That's your birthday month, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. It's the greatest month of all. And one of my favorite characters, Din Djarin,
Yeah, I
cool.
genuinely can't wait. I am so excited for more Mandalorian.
Too soon? Not soon enough?
Not soon enough. If they could bump it up, I would be happy.
If it came out right now, I would be happy.
It would be perfect, to be honest. But here's the thing.
If they dropped it right now, I would leave. I'd walk away from the computer in the middle of the show to go watch
we'd
it.
end the stream right now. Like, all right, see you later. We don't need... Yeah, bye. I'd go watch it. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to get it. I just wish it were now. I thought they might move it up.
A little bit sooner.
Yeah, but again, I imagine they're still trying to polish it up, right, Albert? So they're not going to be able to rush it, or
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of different things so far. From what I've seen so far, it does sound like this is just about done, right?
I think it's the right time to release it. I think honestly, a little regularity in releases for Disney Plus, you'll know that the fall is Mandalorian time every year or whatever, stuff like that. I think is
but in this case though, in this case, I think they should do it early because. Number one, they need more Star Wars content on Disney Plus. However, I get your point.
What's going to happen when they do it early, and then you got to wait a year and a half for season 3 instead of a year?
I get that. Well, that's the argument.
And then you're going to complain, "Oh, there's such a long wait for season 3."
Yes, I will. Well, not only that,
this sucks. A year and a half. I only had to wait 8 months for season 2.
What Joe is channeling what all of us heard off the air and off the mic from Mike Rondo. So
it's true.
I cannot confirm nor deny any of that.
Let's talk about the next thing then. Cassian announcements.
Okay.
All right. So there's been a lot of news. Timothy Oliphant
Yes, that was today, right?
That, yeah, today of all things. Now,
what was he in?
I didn't even
see that. What was he in though? Like I know the face. I just can't.
Justified. He was in Justified.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was Hitman in one of the Hitman movies.
Okay, Joe saw that one.
I actually never saw that.
Was Sam Witwer in that one too? Wasn't Sam the Hitman? No, I could be.
He was in. Oh, what was that stupid teen comedy that came out when I was in high school?
All of them. It was
The Girl Next Door. He was in The Girl Next Door.
Oh, that was a good one though.
Yeah,
I think he's best known for Deadwood.
Deadwood, that's right.
I never saw that, but
it's okay.
Deadwood's good. Justified's better. He was great in Justified. I like Timothy Olyphant. I'm happy. I didn't know actually. I didn't see the.
Well, what's he playing out? What's the rumor?
I don't know. I don't think there was a lot of details other than he was coming in. But I mean, that's because it was Deadwood, which I guess he's known for, and then obviously The Mandalorian set in this kind of Western, setting kind of thing.
Justified kind of had that feeling. It was more modern, but it was still gunslinger.
Well, I hope they bring the guy that played the lead there, because I liked his whole cantina.
From Deadwood?
No, not Deadwood. From Justified.
Oh,
it was actually a good. That was a good show.
Yeah, Timothy Olyphant was the lead in that show.
Oh, he was. All right. Okay. All right.
He played Raylan Givens in that show.
He was the lead in that show. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Very good. Well, there we go. All right.
Yeah, that just came out. That was breaking.
Just surprised we don't know what he's playing though. With everybody else being leaked, you would think we would know.
I'm so excited for this.
So has this been confirmed?
I don't know. Well, this is like the other one. Now, I almost did another bonus episode on this, but I held off because, and this is like in the episode I was talking about, obviously the big ones. I'm not going to mention them here in case you have something planned for that, Albert.
Yeah, I got them.
But Bo-Katan.
I got him.
I had mentioned there are others that were mentioned that could be appearing, but I didn't have anything concrete at that point. I know the whole list was like leaked, but obviously the one with Rex and Ahsoka was the main, the one that had the most like, here's the smoke type of stuff. The other stuff was like maybe you could smell the fire somewhere else, but there wasn't anything. But if this is true, this makes logical sense. We figured. I think we even speculated this on the Cantina Cast and even Mando Monday.
She's even got the appropriate look, right?
Yeah. She voices her. So
I know that, but I mean, like sometimes you get the voice actor does not look
like the character.
Ashley,
but she's got the appropriate look.
True. Yeah. Exactly.
But I love Katie Sackhoff. Just when I saw this popping up, even if it's just a rumor, all I wanted to do was go watch BSG again. I haven't done it yet, but I will. I actually am going to go back and watch that again. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully that's true.
Yeah, hopefully that one comes out to be true. All right, so Tamura Morrison.
Yep.
And this is what I think you did a show on this. I did it for Cantina Cast, and I have not listened to it. No offense to you.
No, I don't blame you. A lot of people.
I would like to make a quick edit to your slide here.
Yeah.
And put or in there.
Or Boba Fett, which is possible. Yeah. No, and this is the one that for me. I've got mixed feelings about this, and if it's Boba Fett, if it's Rex, I'm 100% in support of it. But I don't know. I still
isn't Rex going to be 90 years old at this point?
He would be pretty old.
Well, no,
how long do clones live though?
Oh, because Rebels, right? He was he was in Rebels. And when they showed the end of that show, that was another year or so. So he was roughly 50-ish, kind of at that point. Mm-hmm. And this is 7 years after Return of the Jedi. So it's possible. But
so I was curious because I'm not the Star Wars scholar that either of you are. We talked about this a little bit in the Discord. So they said that clones mature twice as fast as a regular person, right? Does that rapid aging continue forever?
Yes.
I mean, that's my understanding. Yeah.
There was a thing in the old legends where.
But I mean, that's what I should say. Is it like in canon anywhere now? Could they retroact that? If they
no, because Attack of the Clones states that there's accelerated whatever.
Right, but
does it stop though?
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yeah, like do they mature fast? They could they hand wavy? Oh, they mature fast because they're here at Camino being drugged or whatever.
So when they get to age 35, they're good.
Yeah,
right? They peak. Yeah,
they peak,
and then they just age
normally. Like, could they retcon that?
I would say no, because when you see Rex, he's got the beard.
Pretty old. Yeah,
he looks pretty old. Gregor looks pretty old. I mean, there was the
old guy in Return of the Jedi that they say could have been Rex, right?
Yeah, that's left. old Nick there. But there was in the Legends, there was a book. I can't remember the book offhand. I can't remember the Jonesy loved the series. I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically about the clones, and they were taken in by this other Mandalorian, and they were trying to find something to stop the growth. That would be interesting.
Yeah, they could hit that
if they were kind of trying to do that.
But even if they didn't, right? Rex, according to the brief Googling I did, because like I said, I'm not an expert here. Rex was what 32 before Battle of Yavin.
Yeah.
So that would put him make him like in his late 60s, early 70s come this show. If he aged double the whole time, something like that.
Yeah, it's blurry.
It's blurry.
Could it work? Yeah. Is it?
But into what Albert said, I would largely prefer Rex be in this than Boba. I do not.
Well, I made a theory with the Boba thing, and I've been saying this before, so you probably stop me if you heard it. I said it on Mando Mondays. Okay, no, I'm not stopping. I have the microphone, and you listen to every goddamn word I say.
I've heard it so many times. Stop.
But if he's in the background each season, like we saw him supposedly in season 1 with the Spurs walking up to the dead woman there, right? What if we have another scene like that in season 2, then season 3, and then finally in the series finale they square off, maybe Cad Bane like with Boba Fett in the Clone Wars that we never get to see. It's an unfinished episode, maybe something like that.
Does this take place before or after? Blanking on his name. Random dude finds Boba Fett's armor and becomes a marshal in the.
This is after that.
So
right, isn't that right?
No, because that took place. You're talking. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but you're talking about the guy from the Aftermath series. Right?
It's like Cobb or something, right?
Yeah, Cobb Vanth.
Yeah. In the Aftermath series. That before is that. Where's that timeline wise to this? That's got to be pretty close.
That was a year after Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is.
So why would Boba have his spurs?
Because he didn't take his spurs off. I don't know.
I guess he could have somebody else's spurs. I don't know.
He could. I don't know.
I don't want it to be Boba. I just don't want it to be Boba. I don't like the idea.
I mean,
I want the show to be about Mandalorian, and Boba can take his clone baby butt and go somewhere else.
Well, that's the problem. Is I've mentioned it. We've all mentioned it. Is he's going to take away from our Mandalorian, and that's not what we want to do in the show.
As soon as they show Boba, he takes the show. It's his show.
In a way, maybe. I don't know. Here's the thing. They've surprised me so far with this show and what they've done. Same thing. Whenever Dave's involved and John, it seems to be that way. Like with Baby Yoda, it was a pleasant surprise. Now, I think Baby Yoda's wearing thin, but that's just me. You guys disagree and call me a lot of bad names. Yep. I understand that. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
But so could they make Boba Fett work? Yeah, probably. Should they do it? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. They're probably going to do it, according to these rumors. So we're going to have to just, live with it, right? So anyway.
I think what I have said recently, maybe on Twitter, I don't remember where it was. It wasn't on the show, but on Twitter, I think, because Dave Filoni is behind this, and given how Maul turned out at the end of that, I'm willing to entertain Boba Fett more today than I was just 4 or 5 months ago. But I don't.
It's fair.
I'm just not. I don't know. I've never been a big Boba Fett fan, and I know that probably rubs people the
all right,
wrong way.
so let me say this too. Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
The other thing with Rex possibility is this show has already shown its willingness to do flashbacks, and if we have an Ahsoka, we could for sure have flashbacks with Rex, and it would be age appropriate. Wouldn't have to worry about him being 90 years old or anything.
True. Well, let me ask you this, Albert. All right, so I wasn't the biggest Darth Maul fan, right? I wasn't even the biggest Obi-Wan fan when I was a kid. The prequels changed that with Obi-Wan. Darth Maul with the Clone Wars, that changed as well. So I got to go with you. So if you see, initially, I'm not the biggest Boba Fett fan, and I'm not saying you would become one. Boba Fett was one of my favorites as a kid. He's still one of my favorites, but he's not, he's not that deep of a character, right? But he's just cool and mysterious, or he was. Is there a chance we get something where it's like Maul, where Dave kind of takes it, and John, they could take it where they add layers to his character? He's a different man now after he gets out of the Sarlacc pit and has to deal with all that. He's not the famed bounty hunter that he was. So there's an interesting dynamic. The danger with that, though, it could mirror Maul, where Maul was the fallen apprentice, and he's trying to get back to where he was, but only to fail again. It could be a wearing of a. Yeah, go ahead.
Boba back and give him some big, delicate story arc about him not being the same man, and maybe he's trying to rebuild the Mandalorian race, whatever you do there. If he's not just a incompetent bounty hunter like he has been,
whoa.
Then
he's true. It's true.
Then, it's not true. Shush.
Then he is going to then he's going to take the story arc away from our Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's Joe's hitting what I was going to. Joe's hitting what I was going to say. If they go, I would love to see that. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a great story in there. There's probably a series, a book, something if they're going to really do that. However, that is going to just upstage anything that happens. Like how do you weave that into the normal narrative of Boba or the Mandalorian and his crew and what he's trying to become? That's a delicate balance that I'm kind of worried about, and that's what we've been saying. I think it pulls away from him. But yeah, I'm 100% with you. I'd love to see that story, and I'm willing down for them to kind of try to tell it. I just don't know if they can pull that off.
I'm not anti-Boba in general. I'm anti-Boba in this show.
Yeah. Well, what if this is like I don't want to say a cameo, but like they've rumored with Rex and Bo and everything, they're there for 1 or 2 episodes and they're gone to go do their own thing and become their own series. Maybe they do that with Boba Fett. Because here's the thing, it was supposed to be a movie, right? And we never got him crawling out of the Sarlacc pit. Is this the way of them kind of doing that, like retrofitting it so it does work?
I still think it's a bad idea.
I agree with you. We've all said it, and I would have to imagine if we're all sitting there thinking about, this is going to take away from the character, I would think John and Dave would say, yeah, but they got to be careful about it. They wouldn't be just stupid about it. Well, then again, you never know. Lucasfilm hasn't necessarily hit a home run every time, but in any case, we'll move on.
Let's move on, because I want to talk about some other things here. So we got some director announcements recently, too. So Peyton Reed.
Yep.
Ant-Man was announced.
Interesting.
He's directing some episodes. Yep. Excited about that one. And then this is the big one. Robert Rodriguez.
Yes.
This is wild.
Did he do Cabin Fever? He didn't do Cabin Fever, right? That thinking. No. All right. I'm thinking the horror guy. For some reason, I get him mixed up with him. But all right. Go ahead.
I mean, he did El Mariachi. He helped with was it Bulletproof? Or he did one of the movies that Tarantino and
the Grindhouse thing there. Yeah. This is wild to me. Like, I haven't seen a ton of his stuff, but the stuff I have seen has been pretty adult content-y.
Are we gonna get a more more risque or kind of bloodthirsty kind of?
I am very curious. Yeah.
It's gonna be. He's a very physical director. Like, there's a lot going on. A lot of. He doesn't pull any punches. There's nothing just kind of left to your imagination. It's really up front and center. This is what happens, and so that's kind of weird, especially considering this is on Disney. But we've already seen this, right? We've seen some things in The Mandalorian that were kind of like, whoa, not necessarily gruesome, but certainly shocking, or things you wouldn't have expected.
One of the things that comes to mind is when he hits that stormtrooper in the helmet and it shatters, his face shatters. Like, that was, while not graphic, was considerably more violent than what I'm used to seeing in Star Wars.
Yeah.
The disintegrations.
Yeah.
Again, that was like, hey, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this. He's and this, by the way,
giant egg. There's a lot of things. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. He's his studios, Troublemaker Studios, is here in Austin, and that's so crazy. I've got a couple connections with them. One of the guys works there. He's pretty high up in the company. I won't say his name. He and I worked together years ago, selling credit cards together, and I still keep in contact with him. So I get a lot of good news of what's going on from him. But the other thing is, I actually took Robert Rodriguez's father, and I want to explain this story. I have to explain it to you guys off the air. But I actually took him around San Antonio at one point and showed him different properties that he was interested in buying. So. I've lived a number of lives. Anyways,
I was just gonna say Albert, but I mean, the secret lives of Albert, like
private post show.
Dave Filoni is only directing one episode.
That's the Ahsoka episode. That's what that'll be.
That's probably what it is. But how do you guys feel about this? I mean, he only did 2 in the first season, and they weren't the greatest. I give him.
But when you watch like the gallery episodes, which has been fabulous, that's been like a highlight. And the best part is when he just talks and everybody's like, ooh, it's like all of us like listening to Dave talk. It's like the second coming of George Lucas. Not quite. Don't think I'm getting all Google.
I don't know, man. I would put him pretty.
Story wise, but directing wise, he's got a lot to learn. I'll give him that. And I think he knows that. Like he even said in today's episode, he said, he called John coach. And it was a funny story listening to Dave learning because he's like nervous over, I guess it was just a mock-up. It wasn't really the real episode. They were just doing a test and he was all nervous and everything and it wasn't working out. Yeah. But that was a funny story. But yeah, I'm not surprised because I think he's doing other things. What those are, I don't know. But I like that he's taking his time. Like, he's not doing like 10 episodes right away or, he's doing it, learning, and then doing it again and kind of trying to improve on that. It'll be interesting to see how he improves. And I'm going to have to go back and watch the 2 episodes he did this season and then watch this one and compare it and see how he does. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and this one of the things I liked about Dave Filoni, and we definitely mentioned this in the show, was that he usually when he starts off with whatever it is, he does get progressively better at what he's doing. You can look at any of the stories he's told in the Clone Wars, Rebels, even Resistance to some effect, as far as how that story developed. He does get better over time. So, yeah, not to put any pressure on him, because I know he's listening and watching.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, I would
for sure, absolutely.
I'm hoping that now that he's got one season behind him, he's surrounded by these incredible directors and incredible talent just all around. I just think that's going to up his game. So I've got high hopes for what he's going to be able to do with that one episode in season 2.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, this is kind of a spoiler.
Oh,
so I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see this, but they've got a cast and crew patch out for season 2.
I haven't seen this.
And that is the patch.
Oh, I like it.
Interesting.
So, and the big spoiler here is the Darksaber crossed with another lightsaber. So
is that Ahsoka's?
The question is,
or Ezra?
It's hard to tell. I can't. I mean, it's so generic and bland, but
yeah, it is also obscured.
But why would they? Yeah. So the question is, even if it wasn't a specific lightsaber, the fact that they have lightsabers clashing, I guess we're gonna get something. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get something, right?
I'm too busy. Like, if you look at my head, I'm looking at the picture. Like,
with all the rumors, though, that makes sense.
But it looks like the saber. Now, this means nothing. Just off. And the only reason I say Ezra is because right where the Mudhorn is, it looks like it had. You know how he had his trigger happy, goofy lightsaber that you like, Albert?
Oh yeah.
It looks like a little different, like something he would come up with. It doesn't look like an Ahsoka lightsaber.
Neither one of these actually looks that familiar to me.
Well, that's the dark saber from what I can tell.
Yeah, on the left-hand side, that's supposed to be at least it's a patch, so it's hard to get really detailed.
And like the blades are pretty generic looking. Like they're
white.
Yeah, they're white. Well, they're not shapely, right? The Darksaber looks like a little shapely.
Like a point. Yeah, it is pointy and everything. These are dull and kind of like traditional.
So I mean, it's hard to like. I think with this level of detail, it's pretty difficult to make a positive identification.
Yeah. You can kind of like, it could be, you could name any Jedi. It could be Obi-Wan. No. Okay.
Well, do you think we're going to get Jedi though? Do you think we're going to get a lightsaber duel or clash of some sort in season 2? And how do we get there from where we're at right now?
I mean, if we've got Darksaber already,
well, he said, he did say there's going to be, he's going to do a lot with the Darksaber, right? So I don't know. I mean, if Dave's doing the second episode, and you were saying it's going to be quick, right? So I don't know. What do you think?
I have no idea. I've been thinking about this. Like, how do we get there? And
that's what I mean. Like,
introduce? It's going to have to be somebody that I mean, Ahsoka's the most obvious choice. Although that does not look like Ahsoka's lightsabers. Hers are her new ones are curved. Kind of like what's the
Ventress, yeah.
Is it Luke? Anyways, so it doesn't. Yeah, no, well, I don't know. I've seen. Well, depending on where you go and what you've been paying attention to, the rumors are out there for just about any and every Jedi at this point that's still alive or had known to have.
It's Mace. It's Mace Windu. He survived.
I would take a Mace appearance.
I would probably go. Are you kidding me? Are you even kidding me?
Love for them to explain how that works, but I'm into it.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
This is not something we would normally throw up on the Cantina Cast, so I just had to talk because we don't really do spoilers or too much speculation unless it's been confirmed, but unless it's our own.
Well, that's why even when I did that bonus episode, I didn't dive into Bo and everybody else because, I mean, Bosca's even mentioned in some of the and it's like, it's not 100%. So, and here's the thing I have with the thing, and I've discussed it before with people, is with Bo, Ahsoka, and Rex and Boba Fett. Those are big names, and they kind of hid Baby Yoda for like a year. You would think they would hide these as well. Why would they leak this out now? Like, that's kind of where I'm like, I don't know if I believe it, but then again, I don't know.
It's hard to say because when you're talking about leaks like that, I feel like the characters people are familiar with are more likely to leak than Baby Yoda. Right? Baby Yoda was a surprise and all, but
it's not a cast, right?
I don't think anybody saw that popularity coming, right? Whereas, like right now, if you are inside, you for sure know that an Ahsoka appearance would be a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got. I mean, that was a some Star Wars news.
Well, that was a interesting discussion, though. It was fun. That was fun.
What's going on with the background? Since when did this turn into like a lush party over here? Jim Beam, Woodford Reserve. Is that a picture of your bar, or is that just like stock footage?
That's stock footage.
Mike drinks drivel usually, so
drivel.
Wow.
Zimas and
oh yeah, Zima. Oh, that '90s delight. Yes, Zima.
That I can happy to say I've never had a Zima.
All right, Joseph, what's your topic before we get into your big announcement, sir?
I feel like all of my topics are way less exciting than your death ride and Mike's Mando news or Albert's Mando news.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, my weeks have been pretty the samey. I've been playing a lot of Control and Red Dead, and you already made fun of my stupid hat for Red Dead.
Yep.
Albert's like, yep.
Yeah, wait, so do you have, I wanted to ask you a follow-up question. Do you have anything else? You got like jeans? Do you have spurs? Do you have chaps?
I mean, did you just ask if I have jeans?
I mean, like cowboy jeans, right? Like Wranglers or something.
I mean, I got a couple of flannel shirts, and I got some blue jeans. But no,
he's gonna get cowboy boots. He's gonna get cowboy boots, spurs. We don't need your assless chaps or anything like that.
Sure, because I can definitely help you with that. I will. I wish the ass out of a pair of pants for you.
I wish I had the Police Academy Blue Oyster the song. I could hit the button on the soundboard, but I didn't load that in. I didn't think that would.
Watching the show, by the way. So just.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. She's not.
Oh. Too late. Yeah, I feel bad now. Albert's just giving us that dad guilt.
She has her own assless chaps too, so
it's all good. Doesn't every mom? But in any case, all right. Well, I guess Joe, did you want to? Well, I guess we could get it. Well, continue if you want.
Just a quick PSA for anybody that's interested. Even though it's an older game, it's super popular. So, GTA 5 is free on PC right now to anybody with the Epic Store. So if you just get on the Epic Store, you can download that for free and own it forever. You get 2 weeks to grab that. And that's pretty fun. I mean, they're just trying to get people in there to spend money on their GTA Online, but that's a good game. And if you don't have it for PC, now's a good time. And then, I think that's about it, except for we have a little discussion here to have in regards to Mike's background here.
Yes, I was instructed to leave hints throughout the night.
I was trying to play it up, but
I didn't know you were going to be quite this obvious here, Mike. But I like it. It's good. It's nice.
Well, I thought it fit pretty well. I was like, all right, well, what background image could I put in here? And I figured we'll go with this. So that's what I did. So.
We are going to start doing a Ear Glue Media Whiskey Club. What that looks like.
Bye.
No, Albert, you might actually. What that looks like is we're going to do once a month, at least to start, once a month. We're going to do a little hangout. It'll be a Zoom call. It'll be for people who are enthusiasts or people who just want to hang out. We're not going to record it. We're not going to make a show out of it. It's going to be kind of like a private, safe space to just have a couple of drinks or not, and just hang out. We'll probably talk whiskey a little bit every week. We talked about every month. We talked about maybe doing occasionally doing an episode where everybody gets the same whiskey, so we can kind of talk about the whiskey together, experience the same thing together. But it's going to be so live now. There are 2 channels in the Discord for those of you in there. There is a public channel called Whiskey Club, and that'll be for just chit-chatting. If you want to be part, and I've already talked to a couple of people, and it looks like you've got about 8 or 10 maybe at this point, people interested. There's going to be a private channel. There'll be a role for that. And when you get into the private channel, that'll just be every time we do the hangout, I'll post a Zoom link in there. That way we can all get in there. That way we don't have a ton of people coming in who have nothing to do about it. We want this to be like a
club,
right? And for no other reason, we're not like trying to keep people out, but for no other reason than we want people to feel safe to just like kick back, relax, not worry about
anything,
what they're talking about, or having to be worried about being online. No one's going to record anything. It's going to be a cool little place to hang out, and your local whiskey bar, but online.
The digital whiskey bar.
Digital whiskey bar.
Yeah, that's about it. So I look forward to that. That'll be fun. We'll get that.
We're gonna do the first one. We decided on Friday, Mike. Yeah,
I think so. Friday.
We're gonna do the first one next Friday after the round table, kind of like a post show. So,
it's the after party.
The after party. So anybody that wants to join, I see Kat there saying she wants to join. Anybody that wants to join, I need you to, in the Whiskey Club public channel, just let me know you want to join, and I will give you the role to be in the private channel. And we'll drink whiskey and be merry.
Yes. And discuss many, many things.
Casual. It's going to be kind of like this, but more casual and with everybody involved.
And me drunker than normal.
Yeah, I'm going to get real drunk. He's going to have like 3 or 4 drinks and be totally over. But like I said, there's no pressure to actually be drinking. You don't have to like whiskey. You can have a beer or a water or a coffee. This is more of a social club.
Hangout. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
That's all. So I think that's it, gentlemen. Anything else, Joe? Any more to that, or are we good? Or
pretty much covers it. I'm more than happy to answer any questions people might have on the Discord. Feel free to reach out.
Okay, very good. Albert, any more stuff going on? What do you got going on? Anything else?
Nothing. No,
you got nothing. Nothing. You look.
He's looking for something to grab and show us, but he can't find anything.
Yeah. Do you have any more? You want show and tell? You got any more to show?
In front of him is a ton of stuff.
What do we get this week?
This is. It's not here. It's actually in another room, but that came in. So
that's a nice box.
Yeah. It actually has. Interesting enough.
Oh, geez.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I don't have that. I do have one other thing that I want to show you real quick.
All right. Nice shirt, by the way.
You're not so bad yourself.
Oh.
So I'm going to do a unboxing for the Cantina Cast.
Oh, holy kaboli.
Yeah, and this will be it.
Oh.
So this is the collector's edition of Star Wars Rebels, The Art of Star Wars Rebels. So I've got it. It's still sealed. I haven't done anything with it yet.
See, Nate, now, you know what's interesting about that, and I don't mean to cut you off like a jerk face, is because it's based on, of course, that's Ezra's ugly lightsaber. No. Yeah, well, both of them are kind of, yeah. It's based off of our guy, Ralph McQuarrie. So I'm curious how that concept art, so I look forward to that. What are you doing, Albert?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, so it should be fun. We've never, I don't know if we've ever done a boxing unveiling or any kind of like that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll try to get that recorded this weekend if I can. If I can't, it'll probably be sometime later next week, but we'll get it up on YouTube and it'll be available for anybody to watch. So I'm excited. I know what's in here, and I know it's got all kinds of cool stuff, like it lights up and does some other crazy stuff. So it should be a fun little show that I'll put together.
All right, well, I look forward to that.
Beyond that, no, I've got nothing else going on.
You got nothing else, nothing to show. I don't have anything else to show like normally. And I'll just say hi to my friend Ralph, Mr. Retro Ralph, fellow Rhode Islander. Hello, Ralph. So yeah, that's all I got this week. I guess this is going to be the end of the show. And there's no fancy anything outro. Oh, actually, no, we do have an announcement. I almost forgot. Joe, why didn't you remind me?
I thought maybe you have the doc in front of you. You wrote it down for a reason, didn't you?
Well, you know what?
You were seeing what else we had before we got to this part.
No, because you got me distracted with the whiskey. But no, here's the thing.
Look at Albert's face right now.
I'm like, this is again. Here we go. This is how to prolong this show even longer. But go on. No.
No. This is gonna be. We're gonna end with under an hour. I swear. I promise. Okay. We will not go 10 hours. But anyway, this show, the Roundtable, will be available on iTunes and everywhere else at some point, probably next week. So the first 3 episodes will be there, and you guys can listen to the audio version as well as if you can't make it and join us on this shit show here, you'll be able to listen to us on whenever you get to return to work. You can listen to us on the way to work, or wherever, or anything like that. So I've decided to do that after the voting on Instagram and Facebook. It was an overwhelming yes, so I have no choice but to do it now. So the pressure's on now.
Are you going to clean up the audio and all that, or are you going to just drop the track in?
I'll clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to get too fancy, but it'll be enough to not hurt your ears like us right now.
Yeah.
So, it'll be all right, I hope. Joe, you were going to say something before we leave?
I feel like, when we talked about this at first, I had a pretty good read on the pulse of everybody, and I just knew that this was going to be a thing, but you just couldn't believe me.
No, I wouldn't believe you. Why would I believe you? This usually things that I do turn out to be complete.
I just tell you to do everything constantly, and occasionally it's right. I'm always.
Oh, so this is why you wanted me to get you a Super 73? Is because maybe
I'm a shotgun. I am not. I'm not a sniper. I am not precise. I shoot everything, and eventually something sticks.
I got you. It's good theory. That's how I roll in like Battlefront 2 when I played it. Oh, speaking of that, before we go, this is the last thing.
Here we go.
The last thing, Albert, I swear, is Joe's play dates.
We did skip this. We did. We had the first play date last week. It was fun. You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
I wasn't.
It went well. Went very late, but that was fun. We now have a Playdate channel in the Discord. We are going to use that to try to pick games for everybody to get everybody involved. Some people don't have PS4, some people don't have Battlefront, whatever. But we're gonna try to get that a little more inclusive. Maybe change the game every once in a while. Do what we can. But we are gonna try to do that probably at least twice a month going forward. It's tough to schedule with everybody to be available at the same time, but that was fun, and we're going to keep doing that. So I'm glad everybody showed up, and I'm glad everybody had fun.
Yep. Right. Thank you too for everybody that joined that, and I think we're doing it next Friday, so it'll be Round Table, the Whiskey Club, and then we're going to play.
Oh Jesus!
Battlefront 2. So
my God,
next Saturday. Friday will be.
God,
I'm kidding. No, I don't know when that's going to be.
Well, before we leave, Joe, I don't know if you saw, but this is what I was going. The local stuff with Battlecry. This is from.
You've mentioned that before.
This is the local stuff. So
I'm drinking
Sons of Liberty.
I'm drinking Michter's American whiskey.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Which is it's not
Albert.
A nice cup.
Yes.
This is basically bourbon, but instead of bourbon has to be aged in new oak barrels.
Yes.
Called bourbon. This is aged in previously used oak barrels, so it can't be called bourbon, so it's American whiskey. But it's way richer. It's more flavorful than a bourbon would be because it's got a little mileage on the barrel, we'll say.
Okay.
It's good. I liked it.
All right. We're going to end the show because I don't want to get Albert.
I want to make the show run 61 minutes just to make you a liar.
No. We're at 58. This is it. We're ending right now.
How else can I drag this out?
No, we are done.
I do have one request. For next show. We all need to be in muscle shirts because I feel left out.
It's so hot here.
No, because then you'll see my goofy tattoo I got when I was 18. That's
what is it? No, I want to see that.
No. Listen, you guys.
Hashtag free the nipple. Let's see that shit.
No, because you guys have enough ammunition on me as it is. I am not giving any more.
I'm allowing 45 more minutes of this show so that you can continue drinking, so that we can actually see this tattoo.
Not happening.
This is a great reason, Albert, for you to join the whiskey club.
Well. The whiskey club, all bets are off. I might just run around naked or something, but I'm not doing.
Whoa!
What? Listen, I'm giving the audience what they really want. All right, I can't.
I'm all for free the nipple, but you keep that dong where it belongs, right?
No, I'll have a one of those banana hammocks or something like that. Don't worry.
Goodness. All right, now end the show.
See, I got out of showing the tattoo now. All right, we're gonna end the show. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Leave on us.
Yeah, I don't blame him. All right, we're out of here. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.